any questions he may have for 5 minutes.
Thank you very much. I was looking at the Postal Regulatory Commission's advisory opinion, and it made a number of recommendations. Can you comment on the extent to which the Postal Service has acted on those recommendations?
I probably am not the best person to answer that question. I don't know what they have done in response to the advisory opinion, except for the fact that they went ahead and rolled out the change on April the 1st.
And the advisory opinion actually suggested that it was not ready for rollout.
Right.
And of course, it identified a number of deficiencies in modeling and et cetera. You mentioned that there had been some consultations with your office, with DOGE. And I understand that I know that on January 13th, the Postal Service announced a voluntary early retirement program in an effort to reduce its workforce by an additional 10,000 people. And apparently in 2021, they shedded about 30,000 employees. As the Inspector General, do you feel that, or does your office feel that it was wise to make staffing reductions of that scale without regard for the existing local resources and the needs? And could a reduction in the workforce of this size aggravate the already identified delayed mail and inefficient delivery problems experienced by the Postal Service?
I imagine that it could. I also think that the Postal Service is a massive organization, and it's hiring thousands of people every year and letting thousands of people go every year. So it just depends on where those people are reduced from. If those locations are ones where they're already understaffed, then obviously it will have a significant impact. But it also could be absorbed because of the size of the employee population. It just depends on where that occurs.
But you're also in hiring the new people, and can you tell me, is there a net one-to-one replacement in people who are leaving and those who are coming in?
I don't know the answer to that, and I doubt that there.
Is that within the scope of your work?
Yes, and we've done some work on hiring at the Postal Service and identified challenges in the hiring process and identified many times where employee availability is a contributor to service issues. Sometimes they have employees that are on the rolls that aren't coming into work, and that's part of the problem. Sometimes they haven't hired effectively and brought in the people that they need to get the work done.
Isn't that a human resource personnel management?
It
Isn't
is.
that a management function?
Yes, but we do audit work. We don't handle that. We do audit work to do oversight of the Postal Service's activities in that space.
But you track that, though, as a part of your work.
Yes.
And I know that I have experienced, and my constituents complain to me constantly that they go to post offices and they don't have enough workers there to accommodate their needs.
Right.
They have to wait, or sometimes the post offices in some of my rural communities don't even open because they don't have enough personnel in the event that there's a sickness or an accident that the post office. So, I mean, where do we go from here? And what is the impact of your recommendations and the Commission's recommendations on the Postal Service? And was it really a good decision for Congress to take away the real oversight that Congress had previously in running and overseeing the Postal Service? When I first came to Congress, I was on the Post Office and Civil Service Committee. And we had the Postmaster General in frequently talking about these matters. But once congressional direct oversight was removed, it appeared to appears to me that the service was degraded and it has constantly gone down. I think my time is about expired, so if you have a comment on that, I'd appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah, we will continue. I think we just finished some work in your district as well, looking at service in Georgia, and we will continue to issue reports in that area to shed light on where some of these problems occur and to make recommendations for the Postal Service to address some of the staffing challenges that they face.